Today, we're looking at Wave 1 of Blokees Galaxy version. Released in 2023 as blind box model kits, the first wave features 9 different characters, as well as a secret figure that I do not have. They are super fun to build, very simple by model kit standards, but they are really cheap and look fantastic once together. The character selection here is extremely good for a first wave, having lots of heavy hitters, but they omit a lot of very important characters so they can use them to spearhead future waves. You obviously have Optimus and Megatron, can't go without them. Jazz, Ironhide, Ratchet, Prowl, Skywarp, Thundercracker, all super iconic characters from the G1 cartoon, and they are all looking extremely good here. Bluestreak is also here, but I feel like his inclusion is only because he's an easy recolor Prowl. He's still appreciated though. Speaking of recolors, almost all these guys are recolors of each other, except Optimus and Megatron. Prowl and Bluestreak are, as I already mentioned, but Jazz also uses a lot of the same parts as those two. Ratchet and Ironhide are obviously repaints, each with their own heads, and same with Skywarp and Thundercracker. However, they are both the same exact mold. These guys have fantastic articulation, and to aid even further, all of them come with 2 sets of hands, an open set and a closed set. This allows for so much more posing possibilities. Optimus and Megatron both get their own unique pointing hands too. They also all come with their own weapon. Most of them share the same mold, just recolored, and a few also come with blast effects to make it look like they're shooting. Optimus, of course, in addition to his usual ion cannon, gets his Energon axe, looking great here. With all this customization, you can get some fantastic battle scenes made, and also due to them all using the same basic skeleton and parts, it's very easy to swap them out if you wanted to. Let's take a quick look at each of them, starting with Optimus Prime. He obviously looks incredibly good. His head is our particular highlight. However, the weird circuit board on his chest windows looks really weird and I don't like it. Next up is Jazz. He has some incredible painted detail all over him. Like his stomach area, door wings, and even his back has a window detail. And again, the head sculpt is perfect. Ironhide looks very simple in comparison, but that's just kind of how he looks. I would prefer if he didn't have a cracked window though, but it doesn't bother me all that much. Also, his unique diamond cod piece is just a printed on instead of actually being sculpted. His head sculpt is also a bit off. His face looks far too thin and narrow. He should have more of a square jawline than this. Ratchet, despite being a recolor, is way more interesting to me with the very striking white and red look, and more interesting details like the crosses on his shoulders. I actually really like the heart monitor graphic on his windshield. It's just a cool detail. He uses the same face sculpt as Ironhide, but I feel it fits him far better than it did Ironhide. Prowl has some phenomenal printed detail, like the badges on his shoulders, the words on his doors and legs, and especially that chest with the highlights and other details. Just fantastic all around. Something about his face just looks off. I can't quite place it. My thoughts on Bluestreak are all pretty much the exact same, except he has far less printed detail and less interesting colors. Same weird head though. Megatron looks fantastic, although his chest looks a bit too thin. He should be a bit more broad. This is just a limitation from all of them using the same basic skeleton underneath. However, everything else on him is perfect, especially his head. It has this wonderful evil expression on it that captures his character beautifully. His fusion cannon also just looks super cool. And finally, Skywarp and Thundercracker. I'm looking at both of them at the same time since they share every detail, including printed ones, just recolored. These guys look incredibly good, especially their cockpit chests and their wings, although their faces are just kinda bad looking. It looks like they have their cheeks sucked in. Very odd. And that's all of Blokees Galaxy Wave 1. Do you have any of these? What do you think of them? What should I review next? Let me know in the comments below. See ya! Also, I've always thought it should be pronounced Blokees, not Blokees. That's how it's spelled.